But I have the other ones available in there. But
What? So, Luke, what are you drinking today? Coca-Cola.
Morning on the way to the gym and set my ukulele on top of the car and then drove off down the road.
It's going to be the bow after that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Look at that.
Ojo! I learned my lesson from last time. What a welcome, thank you. I drink the most fruity drinks imaginable.
It's laundry day.
it's laundry day.
So you always wear hats with laundry day?
Here, did you a favor, James. I just say more later.
So how did you two meet?
Well, there's these places in San Francisco. I think they're called bathhouses.
It's like one of those things where everyone wants to focus on like the big events that happen, but day to day, what we're doing is we're on like Boulevard Drawstreet smoking weed, making comics. It's chill. It's so much fun, and like
Man, I'm not a YouTuber. I do this because I want to sell comic books. Bam! Yes, guys. It is Sunday, guys. This means another episode of A Drink with a Brink, where I talk with other indie creators about their hopes and their dreams and their lives, but also their books and their campaigns and their creations, because frankly, I'm kind of bored with mainstream. Mainstream kind of sucks, and indie, guys, is where the passion is. Whew. All right. I hope you're all having a fantastic weekend and a nice Sunday. My weekend, guys, has been phenomenal. I had a fantastic weekend. Yesterday, I went to a convention. I had a stand at a convention, right? In Deventer. It's a convention I go to every year. It's my favorite one. It's in this massive church. It's really cool, and it's in the center of the city. So you have like people walking in. They're like, "What is this?" It's really awesome, and it's also fairly cheap for me to be there, because sometimes like these convention prices are too much for me, right? But this one is very doable. I love this one, and I had my most successful convention day ever. I don't know what was going on, guys, but in the first hour, I sold more than I had ever sold throughout any day ever. It was really crazy. It was fantastic. I made some new. I met new people. I saw people that come by every year, right? So it's really cool. I love the vibe. I love. I can't really talk with other creators there. There isn't much time because there's always something to do, right? But yeah, besides that, it was a fantastic day, and sold a lot of books, and hopefully made some more fans. That's the purpose. That's the purpose. All right, guys. Today I did some writing. I did some writing also because I had fantastic ideas. I was like, oh, this is fantastic, and then I started writing, and things connect, and things happen, new scenes, new world building things going on, and it was really a constructive day. I'm really happy, and now I'm with you guys. So let's see who is with us today in the chat. It's Pops. Pops is here. Welcome, Pops. Heyo. Welcome, Pops. How are you today, sir? How are you? And Art Hida is also with us in the chat. Welcome, Art Hida. Back to Merry Boys. Yes, it's the final hours of the Merry Boys, guys. So if you want it, grab it. Mike, welcome, Mike. Good evening, Dave. Karl and Monika, congrats on an enjoyable David convention, Dave. Thank you, sir. And under 2 Merry Boys hours to go. Yes. So let's not waste any more time because it's the final hours of the campaign and we need to talk about it. So let's do this. Let's do this, guys. Waste no time. Let's bring him in. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have a very warm welcome for the guests of the hour, Karl and Monika.
Hello.
Hi. Congratulations on the best day ever,
What a weekend. What a weekend.
That's
It's a
fantastic.
fantastic week. Yeah. And a fantastic weekend for you also. It's final
We built a
hour.
trampoline this weekend. I think that was the highlight of my weekend.
Oh, really? A trampoline? Cool. For yourself or?
For the children, so they got
Right.
themselves worn out, and
Yeah.
it was great.
Yeah, no, we went to a friend's 40th birthday party. There was a lot of kids and and a few men. So, and the trampoline was massive. So the host was like, "Okay, guys, now we have
Yeah, we
had a few
didn't.
drinks."
We didn't know about the trampoline. It was almost like one of these Amish.
It was a trap,
Like
yeah.
like from that was Silent Witness. It was from that Amish barn raising scene. It was like that, but with a trampoline.
Right. Wow. It's a lot of work setting up trampolines, right? Okay. Let's see. Oh, some people joined. Did some people join? Wait. Mike says, nice exploited shirt, Karl. Oi, oi.
Thank you. Yeah, I love the Exploited. Yeah, it's good that they're still going. I saw them in December. Here we are.
I've seen them again sometime.
I don't think Porty's going to survive another year, to be honest with you. But if they do come around again, I'll definitely go watch them again. Yeah.
Right. Once was cool. Crenshaw, welcome, sir.
Hello.
He says, Dave, Karl, Monika, and chat pals, hello. Be like me, like and share the stream. Yes, thank you, Crenshaw. Welcome. And the convention is in a church. Yes, it's in a church. It's a phenomenal venue. It's really, really cool. And
Are
even
you
still.
based in Amsterdam?
No.
Ah, okay.
I was born there, but I now live in the south of
Okay.
the country. Right.
No, I wondered because I've been to Amsterdam twice, and there was this really cool venue in a church.
Oh.
Yeah, and they had like a flea market there, and on the other occasion there was also like some sort of fair there. So I thought maybe they hold conventions too. But
Yeah, maybe it's a they need to do something with the churches,
yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult for them sometimes. Right, guys, before we officially start the questions and all of that, I need to ask you the first question. The official question is, what are you drinking right now?
Tea.
Coffee.
I'm drinking tea.
Tea and coffee. Okay.
Yeah, spicy chai.
Spicy chai. Is that
Spicy
your favorite? Is that your favorite flavor?
Ah, I love it.
Yeah, she does. She's bought like seriously. I think we hoarded like several big boxes like this of spicy chai. I don't know if you drink it.
We almost out of it, so we've been drinking it.
You have? Oh.
Yeah, and my family and some guests. So yeah, no.
Yeah, it can't always be beer and rock and roll around here.
Right.
Sorry, how do you take your tea, with or without milk?
Without.
Yeah, that's my man.
Is that how it is in
Europe?
Yeah, but listen, I mean,
Except for Bavaria.
Britain is also in Europe, and we drink it with tea. So I'm just curious because they drink it with when they have tea, they have it with lemon juice, right?
Oh, really?
It's
Not
very
always. Usually in winter, actually. For the vitamin C and all.
Oh, okay. Even when you have like lemon tea, like lemon flavored tea, still lemon juice in
We
there?
don't really do lemon flavored tea.
Oh.
We just have black tea with lemon juice.
Right.
Yeah, it-
Okay.
Strong.
Yeah, I'll tell you something. It's like a huge culture shock going to Eastern Europe for the first time. I'll get into that at some point.
Yeah.
It's really, but the tea, but the lack of milk and tea was like the least of it. I think it might be the same in the Netherlands. Like when you go to the loo, the hole in the toilet is in the wrong side of the bowl. You know,
On the
it's not
wrong
towards the
side?
back, it's towards the front. That scared the life out of me. I was like, "What is this?" I didn't know what side I was supposed to mount the toilet bowl. And then to make matters even worse, the actual toilet paper was like, you know, that brown package wrapping, that really hard coarse paper that you get for wrapping.
Sandpaper.
Yeah, that you get for wrapping packages with. They use
Right.
that as toilet paper.
We used to now.
Yeah, in the communist times.
Yeah, now our house is more delicate. So yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. These little cultural differences, right? They add up. Yeah. Right. Cool, man. Really, really cool. Gorilla Mar's here. What's up, guys? He says, welcome, sir. Guys, go subscribe to Gorilla Mar's channel. He does comic book reviews.
All right.
Will do.
Yep.
Mike says, I can't believe what is still alive. I saw Exploited live in London back in 2003.
I don't know. He's live and still doing great shows. Weirdly, you know, I don't know where he gets the energy from, especially with his health problems. But yeah, no, still taking over. Was it Morecambe? Okay.
Morecambe. Okay.
Yeah, and GBH. I don't know if you like GBH, but they're still going. They play in our town every 6 months, just about. And Discharge too. We saw just Discharge, and we're seeing them again in January with GBH and Subhumans. Yeah, there's a lot. You know, I think it's ever since they killed making music from records and everybody's got a tour that everybody started touring again. You know, so yeah, you get to see your. Oh, you did. You met GBH there. Cool.
You met him there. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, so I can't participate in this particular conversation. But
yeah, sorry, we were going over the tangent here.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. And Pop says, hello, Karl and Monika. Yes, because we are broadcasting through the Mendes Entertainment Group, guys. So multiple channels. Punk bands, Dave. There you go. Yeah, I love the Prodigy, and they started as a punk band once, right? But they do a completely different thing now. But
yeah, there one more thing on the punk band for Mike, fan of Genuine Comics. There is actually a YouTube. There's somebody who did a Prodigy track, but as a UK '82 punk track, and it's great. It's really
really?
Yeah, just Google that and you'll find it. It's really awesome.
Which track is it? Do you remember?
Firestarter.
Firestarter. Okay.
Yeah, they did that with guitars, the drums, but all like typical from that era. That sort of sound.
Oh yeah.
Era. Yeah, it fits perfectly.
Cool. I'll check it out. Good evening to all you magnificent people, says Tank. Welcome. All right, let's put your campaign up because it's the final hour, so might as well keep that on the screen.
Oh, we're really going to
discuss it. You already got a new backer? That's fantastic.
That's the last few hours. I think between yesterday, since I did the update yesterday, I think we had about 7 or 8 new backers. So yeah, it's been going nice.
People are catching the last train.
You're like, oh, you got a campaign up? That's how bad I am at advertising myself. You know, that's.
Oh, you are?
I am awful at telling people what I do. I'm afraid.
Do you? Yeah. So you're in advertising. So things you could like use that for your campaigns, right? In some capacity.
Oh no! None of us have that.
I mean, no, nothing formal.
No, just
real life experience.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Right.
No. But yeah, no, we're happy with how it's going. The new. I'm not going to moan about Indiegogo here. But despite all that, we've gotten this far, so I'm happy.
Okay, cool. Yeah, a lot of people are complaining about Indiegogo. They kind of overhauled their entire site and their entire platform. And what's your experience with it so far?
This is the thing. I'm so far I've managed to navigate setting it up and running it, but there are things that catch you. There are tiny little settings tucked away deep, with inside the dashboards. You won't necessarily notice, but it's going to affect your campaign. And I've been caught a cropper on that already, and it's quite uncertain to me how the next phase works. Whether they're only deducting the postage later, we just have to set up. There's a whole new thing called Pledge Manager, which is supposed to kick in after this ends, which I haven't seen, which makes me nervous because I can't do anything beforehand. So I always feel like I'm missing something. The guidance isn't very good, but anyway, I don't want to. Like I said, I don't want to go for an attack.
It's practically learning on the go.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because you had to set it up after the change, right?
Yeah.
So you figured all of that out. A lot of people don't even manage that. They just give up, like forget about it. I'm going to Kickstarter now, or Fund My Comic, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought I'd give them another go once they changed hands. But yeah, I don't know.
I thought that things would get simplified because it's a Polish company that took over. So I was like, okay, they're doing the Polish way. Like,
listen, have you? The Polish language is extremely complex. I'm not surprised at all.
But our way of doing business is very simple. You put the bottle on the table, you shake hands, and that's a deal done.
Impenetrable. The language. I'm not surprised the dashboard is equally difficult to understand. But
it's in English, man.
Yeah.
Mike says, last call for the drunken Catholic non-ninja turtles.
Yeah. It's a difficult concept to get across to people.
Mm-hmm.
I think sometimes. But you know what? Like we were talking about Dutch comics, prior to coming live in the green room, and I've been taking like a leaf from that, and I've been doing little cartoon updates in the updates tab. If you had to scroll down and look at the updates, I've just been doing like simplified. Click on the updates, and I've been doing little cartoons of the characters for every update, just to give just for fun during the campaign. I wasn't planning to initially, but
that's great. Specific drawings for the updates.
Yeah. Just like little illustrations, where it's not the way that it's drawn in the comic, but it's like almost a Sergio Aragones sort of like that head family Duozon sort of style, like that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more cartoony, and I've really liked it. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. So, and this is something you can do quickly. Drawing like this.
That's the appeal. Yeah. It's much quicker than doing it. The more the thing is with this new story, it's got some dramatic sort of elements to it. Which would make sense for it to be more of a realistic sort of style. Whereas if it's just going to be pure with things that are just pure comedy, it's nice to have it in a style like this.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So it kind of made sense to me.
Right. Yeah, it's really cool. Every drawing tells a little story.
Yeah, it gives you like a little insight into the personalities and things. So
yes.
Like, I feel like if I could almost run off like a bunch of these cartoons to somebody, they'd get what this is about quite quickly, just from these single panel sort of cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, there's a priest. He's got a temper. He's a bit of an alcoholic, and the four hoodlums. I mean, you really get the idea. Okay, this is a piss take to a degree. But if you get deeper into the comic, you realize it's not really a comic. It's not. I'm not satirizing religion or anything like that. It's more,
right.
It's more about a rage against the modern world. That's kind of my angle.
Right. That's pretty. Yeah, I think a lot of people have that feeling, like the modern world, So, and you've been making this for a while now. This series, right?
It's from I think we started the first campaign is 2019.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
7 years.
Yeah, so it's been a while actually. Yeah, so in that time I've had two campaigns, which delivered the first So the first campaign were these 2 comics, which was the origin story.
Cool.
And then I followed it up with a collection of 4 self-contained short stories, 70-something pages, equivalent to about 4 comics, all sort of set. Yeah, so it's all like I said, self-contained, humorous. Some of it is humoristic, some of it is more heartfelt stuff. And this new campaign is the start of a long-form series in 5 parts. So
Right.
it's got the comedy, but it's also it leans into the drama, the pathos part of it quite a bit.
Mike says that cover image of the father in the tree particularly reminds me of an old Gilles piece.
Giles, yes. Yeah. I like Giles a lot, actually. I've got a whole collection of his books over there.
Nice.
I really like especially his World War II stuff. I think he was the only cartoonist that they actually took with them when they invaded Europe, to fight the Nazis. They actually took Giles with to cartoon. He was enlisted and everything. It was crazy. Loads of fun. Especially like his grandma character, which I've always wanted to kind of incorporate in a way. So I'm going to go off on a tangent again now.
Sure.
I don't know if anybody knows Cerebus by Dave Sim.
Yeah.
He actually took a Giles character and just used her as a character in his for a couple of volumes in his own story as a grandmother to the other character he stole, which was Red Sonja, and somehow he didn't get sued.
That was in the old times.
But then he tried the same thing with Star Wars characters, and he did get sued for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I think he did it with Wolverine too. He literally had a couple of issues of Cerebus with a character that looks exactly like Wolverine on there, and I don't know how he managed to evade that.
Yeah, it's really strange. Sometimes you get it through. Yeah. By the way, guys, this campaign by Karl and Monika Stephan. So I was wondering, what's your collaboration like? What I kind of know what you do, Karl. Monika, what's your role in this project?
What do you do around here? I cook, I clean.
What do I pay you for?
Oh, you pay me.
Tell the man.
You guys get paid? So obviously Karl is the artist behind the whole project.
Artist, yeah.
Yeah, writer, everything. And he does the promotion too. However, he's got a full-time job, and this is his night shift, basically. I work part-time, so what I do before, during, and after the campaign, try to push the campaign as much as possible. So I'm on every single social media that's worth being on, and just try to spread the word. Also, in the background, I have a eBay shop, and I'm selling the overprinted comics from the previous campaigns there. And we have some merch too. So
comics, t-shirts.
Yeah,
patches,
comics, t-shirts, patches, prints, all sorts of things. And then when the time for fulfillment comes,
she's going to help me pack.
Right.
There's the packing and there's the shipping.
Yeah.
And I'm
it's a lot of work.
Yeah, because the prices and the sort of rules for shipping change quite often here in the UK. So I'm the person who's on the ball with that. So I know the weights, the sizes, the prices, and all that. So I deal with this. So that's pretty much it. And I make him coffee.
Yeah.
Well, that's all important. That's fantastic. So Karl
and
can
I provide a lot of moral support in the moments of doubt.
Get up, make comics.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's so important when you do this. I know it also. It's like long days, and I have no extra money to do other things, and so my partner also has a lot to take on sometimes, So supportive partner really helps when you do this, when you are
I
your
think
own.
so, because like most creators go through moments of self-doubt.
Mhm.
And you know, if you have somebody who believes in you and believes that what you're doing is great and it's worth doing and all that, then yeah, I think that's a nice push forward. Oh yeah, there's one more thing I do, which is proofread and for the text and sort of point out errors for the drawings, and I'm quite merciless when it comes to
She's absolutely
criticizing.
She does not spare anybody's feelings. If anybody wants a very
if something is cack, I'm going to say it's cack, and I'm going to say fix it. Okay, I think this is constructive feedback,
Right.
you know, Eastern European way.
Jesus. You know, and sometimes criticism gets volunteered that you haven't asked for, not just in comic.
But you have only benefited from that. It's to improve you.
Yeah, strong like.
To make you a better man.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you sometimes Karl, do you feel, because you have this partnership, do you feel obligated to actually do something with all of your criticisms, or sometimes you have like, nah, this is just the way that I want it. It's perfect.
I'm trying to think. I think I've pretty much taken everything on board, or she'll poison me.
Oh wow.
Well, sometimes we kind of like negotiate, because sometimes has a specific vision, like you said. But I'm going, like, you know, he knows what he wants to convey, but then I look at it and I'm like, I don't see it, I don't get it.
Yeah.
So then we sort of like, so how about this? And I'm like, how about that? And then sort of
it's happened a lot of times where that extra pair of eyes, where it's somebody who's, because you get immersed in your own stuff. You take things for granted that you're like, because you've got this, you've been thinking about this, been milling this stuff over in your own mind for ages, and then so you take things, you almost think, you know, I already know all about this, therefore whoever reading it, but you know, it's subconscious. So it takes somebody from the outside to say, no, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You know, what's this reference? What is this? Where's this continuity coming?
Oh, he would ask me like, is this clear? And well, it's either clear or not. And if it's not, I'm not going to say like, well, kind of, no, this is cack, throw it away, like redraw it, you know. Do better, because you can.
That's absolutely valuable to have someone this close who can actually immediately respond to what you're doing.
Anybody would benefit from that. Anybody.
Yes.
Even Alan Moore's got a editor, you know, doesn't. So
right. Yes. Welcome, TS2K.
Hi. Hello.
Welcome.
Sorry?
I said welcome.
Yeah, all welcome.
Mike says no wasted time and energy there. Appreciate it. Welcome, Billy Powermax. Welcome.
Hello.
Nice to see you, man. Excellent. Fantastic.
Lots of people.
Yeah, really cool. Guys, the final hours. You have like, I think 90 more minutes, right, before this closes. Let me see. 1 hour and 29 minutes.
Woohoo!
Guys, so the link is in the chat. It's also below this video. Go back something. Go share it out. You have 132 backers, which is excellent.
I think every time somebody backs, there's also this new weird feature on Indiegogo. Every time somebody backs, they extend the deadline by 10 minutes or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really weird. And you'll see, Dave, look at this. It's 4,178 pounds, but you're in the Netherlands. So that should be translating that to euros.
Yeah,
but it
they used to do that.
Yeah, used to do that. So
in every country, you would see your own currency.
Unless, hang on, you're sharing my screen, so maybe that's not the case.
I can't.
Oh, good question. But I've seen other.
Oh, that's language. That's not the currency. You used to be able to change it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but you can't anymore. No, this is just the language of the text. Weird, man.
It is weird.
Yeah, a lot of people like said like I'm looking at it in the USA and it tells me pounds, and they it kind of breaks that link between because people like seeing the numbers come up, but numbers in their own currency, so you know how well something is doing. It's
right. So this means that if
in dollars we very rich.
So this means that if I want to back this, I have to. I only see like pounds.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
also very good.
All right, that's interesting.
Because when you've got a few seconds to make an impression, the impression is it creates a lot of uncertainty for whoever wants to back it. Then you've lost your opportunity a lot of the time, I think.
Yes. What is this, by the way? Yeah, you have the lager tier.
Yeah. So
that's the only tier that I see.
Yeah, that's another problem. So the one on the right is just your top tier. Then you have to go on the left to see the other tiers. So you'll see there's a little tree on the one side. There's lager tier on top, digital tier, and all the add-ons are right at the bottom. So everything is way.
What?
Yeah.
That is weird. Oh, you have to see it here. It's no longer. Oh, it's no longer stacked here.
Normally it'll be cascaded on the right hand
side. Yes.
What you want it, but
well, it takes some getting used to. But the problem is that it differs so much from the other platforms. You're not used to it, right?
No, absolutely. Yeah, so the lager tier is just it's basically everything on the campaign except for the sketches. So you'll get the main cover. I did one variant cover, and then there's a sketch cover. That's the new thing. To make a blank cover so that somebody can draw something on it. You get the PDF and you get a print set for the lager tier.
Cool. Billy says art looks good.
Thank you, Billy.
Thank you.
And Billy is dropping a link to Bad Moon on Fund My Comic. Is that your campaign, Billy? Art Heater says once you hit end game, which I think is the last 10 minutes, every backer gets you 10 more minutes. Oh, during the last 10 minutes, that is.
It's odd, yeah.
Wacky.
Maybe in game funding it works like that. Maybe because I think it is geared towards video games more than anything else.
Okay, right. So once you hit you will find out.
You will find out. Yeah, it's all a surprise. Surprises when it comes to stuff like this.
Yes. All right. Let's let that. So you have the lager tier. That was that. Now you have the digital tier.
Yeah.
Great. It's always good to have.
Yeah, exactly. Because shipping is a precarious mess these days. So some people just want the PDF. I very often just get PDFs from the US now because the shipping is typically more expensive than the actual comic.
This is always this is also a reason to not wait too long to fulfill your campaigns, because some people fulfill years after their initial launch, and shipping rates change, right? So
and only one way, they're only going up.
Yes.
This entire book is ready. Basically, it's ready to be printed. So it's
the book is finished. So there won't be a long wait. It'll just be all I need to do still.
Get the money.
I'll have to get the money, but also figure out get the postage and stuff and figure all that stuff out. Just write some stuff on the inside. Thanking everybody and doing the normal accolades.
The printing has to happen first because we need to weigh them.
I'm assuming it's going to be about the same weight as the first, just going about page.
Depends on the paper and everything, but
But I think we can first print it. Anyway, we'll figure it all out. We've done this twice before.
You're doing this together, so it'll work out. It's great.
Yeah.
So the basic book tier, that's the main book that you're offering right here.
That's it. So it's 40 pages, black and white interiors. First 5 pages I've posted over there. That's what it says on the tin. Kept it quite simple.
The variant cover,
Sorry, so you're saying that?
No, this is the variant cover tier. So you made an extra cover.
Yeah, it's a thing. I mean, it kind of, because there are two stories in this first part. I did like a Christmas story, right? Which the Christmas story is a good prelude to the arc that I'm doing now, because it sets up. It's a story. It's not concept story in itself, but it's got a lot of it's foreshadowing that develops in the actual arc, and that variant cover ties into that first story.
Okay.
It ends with Father Parish in the tree.
All right.
I really wanted to make almost like a Bernie Wrightson type of cover for that. Something ominous and twisted branches and things. There's a lot of things going on in a way.
Yes, and even when you apply colors, it's all very like muted and like, so you don't go overboard with the colors, right?
I'll tell you, it's a the British weather strips the color out of everything.
Yeah.
It's true. It absolutely is true. And I kind of noticed this. I was like, when I was a kid, I got into watching Pink Floyd The Wall. I watched it like probably 100 times, and the color scheme produced by there's a lot of animation sequences and things created by Gerald Scarfe, which is a famous newspaper cartoonist at the time. He did the animations and all the arts and stuff for that album, and everything was very muted and washed out with grays and stuff. And I really liked that. I thought, this just screams England in a very big way, So I kind of wanted to incorporate that. And every now and then, if you want to really make something punch out, that's when you use the garish colors.
Sure.
Punk, because it's got a punk edge to it, and that is colorful. Strong, punchy colors.
Yeah. We have a question from Mike. He asks, how long did that tree specifically on the variant cover take you to complete, Karl?
That took a while, because the actual original drawing is huge. It's A2, I think. So it's about that big.
Wow.
Because you have to
why did you do that so big?
Because if I was to do if it was just like on an A, so it's A4, A4. Whatever you do, you have to do a double scale. So so it would have to be.
So A3.
You'd have to have A3. So A3 is about that big, just for the front cover, because it's front and back. You have to double it again.
Oh,
so the original drawing is really.
So this is the wraparound cover.
Yeah.
Right. Wow. And it's comprised out of several sheets. You have like separate sheets that you
found one big sheet of heavy stock.
Oh, really?
I think it's an add-on, actually. I think it's an add-on if you scroll all the way down.
That reminds me that I've got another function here, which is like Karl tells me what he needs or sends me the link for it, and I buy it.
Oh, yeah. Wow, you madman, says Mike. Drawing that tree in small scale would be nightmarish, however.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've got on the other campaigns, there were these huge drawings that I did in Dr. Martin's inks, and they are also that sort of size. The wraparound covers need to be big in scale to work. But in this comic, I've done things a little bit differently, because I really wanted to use halftone, dot tone. For the shading, and just move away from the ink wash stuff, because it looks better in reproduction to use halftone. So I got into using Clip Studio, which has got great halftone tools. But then I also realized that they've got excellent tools for inking itself, and I found a good brush set that replicates original inking perfectly. So the interior pages are digital. They're not drawn in traditional ink, which is different, to the previous campaigns. But I think it came out all right.
Yeah, the art is just phenomenal. I think we kind of skipped over that because we think everyone knows the Merry Boys, but maybe people right now watching, they don't know what it is. Can you quickly explain?
So basically, they are teenage Knights Templar who are bringing in salvation to their small English town by force. That's the elevator. That's the shortest possible elevator pitch to this. So they're four brothers born with birth defects. So they can't grow hair on their heads. They've got big hands and feet, cleft lips, and they've got a weird metabolism that is which makes it so that every time they drink alcohol, they become faster and stronger.
Right.
Basically. So it's almost like a superpower that they have become really. So they're like there's four of them, and they're like this 8-legged assault machine. They're like urban terrorists in a way. There's a religious angle to this because they were raised by an old Catholic priest who himself has got basically what happened. The town where he had his church really went downhill after a big superstore chain eradicated all the jobs in the town. And then there was a lot of crime started developing. And one day somebody walked into his church and tried to rob him there, and eventually he got shot in the head. And he was in a coma for about 3 months, during which time he had this past life regression for where he was actually a member of the original order of the Knights Templar. So he woke up out of the coma and started walking the town with these visions of an apocalypse that was going to befall the town if he didn't clean it up, if he didn't get rid of all these bad elements, the sin everybody was embroiled with, right?
Yes.
And that's when he heard babies crying, and he followed the sound, and he found 4 babies who was discarded in a dumpster behind an abortion clinic. So basically, they are abortion survivors, and basically he raised them to become these urban terrorists, these vigilantes to try and clean up. That's essentially what it is. It's like the Ninja Turtles with a Master Splinter character. That's the basic formula.
Yeah. It has some dark elements to it.
Oh, loads.
Right, but it's mostly comedy, right?
It's dark comedy.
It's dark humor.
Yeah, I mean it's predicated on. I mean, it wouldn't be out of place. Like British comedy tends to be quite dark. The earlier stuff, I don't know what the newer stuff is a bit more PC, but the older stuff definitely was not. So there's it's a no holds barred sort of approach to making comic books, proper English British.
Sure.
Comics.
Yeah. Wow.
That's the name.
Yeah, it's fantastically drawn, man. It's really, really cool. So do you these sceneries? Do you go outside and then make sketches of what you see, or is it all from memory?
No. I wanted to look a lot like Britain, as much as I possibly can. So I've got like a reference book of buildings, bus stops, pubs, anything. In fact, some of the pubs that get featured. There are some landmarks. They are based on pubs in my own town.
Yeah, sometimes he's like, I gotta pop out to take a few reference photos.
Yeah, exactly. Because you want to make it true to life. This is a weird thing. Like when I was still living in South Africa, there was this South African artist who was doing almost like a Spawn ripoff, right? Of this big muscular sort of superhero, dark superhero character, and the whole thing played off in New York. And it made no sense to me. It's like, you don't live in New York. Why would you do that? You don't get it's kind of third-hand information.
Yeah.
I mean, Spider-Man and all that, it plays off in New York City because that's where they were based. And Will Eisner, whenever he drew a lot of stuff about New York because he was there. He knew the city like the back of his hand. It made sense to do that. And a lot of the stuff that he did was commentary on how things were there. So that made sense to me too.
Yes,
the same sort of approach.
Yeah, yeah. Otherwise, it just looks a bit goofy. This is why most of my stories take place in the United States, but I don't live there, so I have like fictional cities. So um, yeah. Look at this art, guys. This is fantastic. So are these cops? They are like returning characters. Also, you have this cast of villagers.
The cops, no. These specific cops, no. There are other characters that do recur from time to time. Definitely. It's hard for me to now place. I don't think there's anything carried over from the first stories that will recur in this series. So a good jumping on point is the start of this series.
All right. Billy says, strange question. Will it ship to the United States?
Yes, absolutely.
Course,
We've been shipping to the United States.
Yeah, like every campaign, around 75% of our backers are from the US. Absolutely, yes. We're shipping to the US. And we try to keep the shipping as cheap as possible.
Yeah, we've got a new.
Yeah,
we've got a new with Royal Mail prices going up. There's a courier service we found, which brings it down again. So yeah, we do it. Long story short, we do.
Yes.
Okay. And what's the comic book scene in the UK like?
I don't
like you have 75% of your backers are from the United States, you said, right?
Yeah, I'd say the second biggest percent. I would say it's normally about 70% really, and it's about 26% UK, and the rest is Europe typically.
Right. Okay.
And you get some really exotic destinations too from time to time, but that's like a tiny fraction.
It tends to be so very American outposts. Guam has been a big supporter of Mary.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't even know where it is.
Yeah. I think there's a base out there. I think.
Yeah.
Oh right. Yeah.
Military base. Yeah. The scene here. It's or you talking about conventions and circles?
Yeah. The comic book scene. Are there many comic book readers? Like shops or?
I think shops. I mean, they're predicated on the. I mean, I know that in Amsterdam there is its own flavor of comic book shops. Like there's a lot of local, like translated, localized stuff. Here it feels it's mostly it's American comic book shops essentially, and every British stuff. It's either if it's not 2000 AD, and if it's not Viz, then it's essentially American superhero stuff. We don't actually get all that much European stuff translated, which I think is a big tragedy because I love you.
Oh, really? All right.
Yeah, we've got some European comics, Italian comics on the shelves, but they're in Polish. Like
Dylan Dog, for example. I've never gotten to read that.
So he would have to either learn Polish or some excellent stuff doesn't get translated into English at all. We've got some in French,
yes,
and in Dutch.
Yes. I can read the Dutch stuff.
Yeah,
I'm leaning into that
because they're great, but they aren't available in English. So
but that's just how it is. But there are loads of fans. But I'd say the most interesting stuff is happening in the small press now.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there are some independent, like small sort of comic-cons that concentrate on indie comics specifically, and
but mostly it's
the big ones are mainly about movies, and
video games, anime.
So
do you guys go to conventions?
Well, so we go as like visitors. For entertainment, basically. Right. Once we tried like a big Comic-Con as we had a stand there, and that was the only time we made a loss.
Yeah, it was. I just got the idea people weren't really there for the comics.
Yeah, they just weren't really interested in comics. They were there, and we were placed next to a stand with like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Cosplayers.
Well, yeah, like that lady. She had handmade like trinkets and such.
Okay, yeah.
And we couldn't compete with
That was so popular.
Yeah.
That was so popular. And across
Right.
from there was like an anime.
Yeah.
Like an anime, you know those girlfriend pillows that
Oh,
they're
yeah,
so fond
yeah,
of?
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
really popular. Yeah,
Yeah,
anime girlfriend
and we
pillows.
had comics and t-shirts, you know. Oh.
Yeah, you never know. I've been to a convention once in Belgium. I thought I'm going to expand my business to Belgium, right? It was my first Belgium convention, and I sold one book.
Oh.
And it
Yeah.
was a pretty big convention also, and a lot of people there. But it's all like people buy cards and fancy novels and games and everything but comics.
Yeah.
It's really strange.
Toys and
Yes,
and
yeah.
weapons for cosplay, but not actual books. So.
A lot of cosplay. Yeah, a lot of cosplay. So Karl, when people buy the sketch cover, can they request what you draw? Do you draw something on it, or what?
Yeah,
do
they can request that. I've got a sketch tier, which what one backer did was he asked. So he says, if I pay for the sketch tier and I buy a sketch cover, can I ask you to draw something on it? I said, yeah, fine, I can do that. So I've got one person wanting that already. But the general idea behind a sketch cover, I understand, is to take it, say, to a convention and have some other artists draw something on there.
Oh,
I can
okay.
no problem.
Okay. So you basically get this blank cover, but you had a sketch tier. You said, is that an add-on?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, so
This
that's the
one.
original sketch.
Okay. All right.
An
And you can
example.
combine that with this one, and then you get a drawn cover.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's it.
That's great.
So I had that on a previous campaign. I just did a bunch of sketches. That was quite popular. So yeah, do that again. That's all.
All right, so you can get your own sketch. That is fantastic, and people can basically request any character from your series or any character they want.
Any character at all. Yeah. So I did Death, Judge Death, and Judge Dredd previously.
Beautiful, beautiful, man. They can get the first book. They can get that's the first book, right? A print set. Original art. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's the interior. That original Four Faces. That's just a piece of art that I just drew. I drew that one traditionally.
Yeah.
And there's the variant cover wraparound, which is slightly different to the actual version that I used. I just changed the angle of his face a bit in the end, because that's my problem. This is the problem with doing anything digitally. You never want to accept anything as final. So you'll draw something and then you'll always mess around with it later. And this is a problem that I have. But the Four Faces, I didn't change anything. That's exactly how it is in the comic. The wraparound cover is slightly different. And I also have the cover itself for the comic, where the faces are completely different again. But I thought, maybe.
Wow.
It's lower down.
You scroll a little bit lower down on the left-hand side. It's the next row.
Smash that like button and share this out. Thank you, Tank.
Yes, please.
Thank you. Art Tira says, I'm thinking of taking mine to for the Fans Fest to get someone to do a sketch on it.
Cool. Excellent. I think Peter Gilmore's going to be there. If I'm not
really?
mistaken. Possibly.
That's great.
I don't know if he knows he's going, but I've heard people say that he's going. So check with him, I guess. But that would be
right. Some more original art, a standard cover right here. Original art boot. That's an interesting cover.
It's a random boot that I drew. I drew it with Dr. Martin's inks, which are like these ink dyes that they used. During the time that they did Mad Magazine and Cracked Magazine, they used those things specifically, and I kind of like them. And I did a boot for one interior page, like one of the inner covers is got a boot with text and everything. And I thought, this is
wow.
This is how
that looks. It's a really small picture, but it almost looks like a photograph, man. It's really detailed and nice.
Oh, thank you. It's quite cartoony because it's like, you know,
Right.
absurdly long boot.
Yeah, yeah. The shape is weird, but the texture, the colors, everything is very realistic. Nice. All right, then you have the PDF as add-on, digital catch-up bundle. This includes 3 books and the print catch-up bundle.
Yep.
All right.
We did what everybody did, basically, just overprinted a lot. So we've still got a few boxes of old comics.
Cool. Mary Boyce is fantastic, says Tank.
Thank you, Tank. Thank you. It's weird getting people like, you know, I'm always like a sort of very, you know, understated sort of guy. When I hear people say, "This is wonderful," like I'm like, okay, you know, I can't take a compliment. It's really difficult.
Yeah.
That's already.
Yeah,
Carry on, of course.
Yeah. It makes you feel a little bit awkward when someone compliments you about your artwork, your work.
Yeah, they're just being really nice. Everybody's being really nice, and I appreciate that.
I have the same thing. I want to, when people compliment me, I want to move on to the next topic. You know, it's yeah.
Learn to accept compliments graciously.
Yeah, but, you know,
which is like, you know, you smile, you say thank you very much, and that's the end of the conversation, really.
Yes.
No need to blush.
Peter would be great, says Artida. He really likes Mary Boyce as well.
Oh yeah.
If I'm remembering right.
Yeah, he said that. He's also being very nice, Peter. Very nice man, Peter.
Looks like I'm the only nasty one.
And welcome, RJ Williams. William, welcome. Welcome. All right, great, man. Great. So, we are entering the last half hour, guys. Oh, wait, no, 1 hour left to go.
Oh.
1 hour left to go.
Mm-hmm.
132 backers. Guys, go share out this campaign. Go put it on social media, share it out to people, talk about it, because the Mary Boyce is fantastic and it's all stitched up. Part 1 of how many parts?
5 parts. So it's 40 pages. Each part is 40 pages.
Okay.
And the last part is 60 pages. So the entire story has been written and thumbnailed and lettered. The whole, you know, arc has been done. And of course, this first comic has been completely drawn already and it's ready to go off. So I'm sure you're the same. It's like you know, you have to. I mean, there are people who, you know, and I'm sure if it works for some people, that's great. It's just that I'm not good enough to write the first part of a story with only a very vague idea of how it's going to end.
Sure.
You know, because it's with the drawing too. So I like to do the whole thing, you know, in thumbnails strictly, so that I know everything works. Every continuity works.
Yes.
Everything makes sense. You know.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to waste your own time when you draw something, right? So it makes perfect sense. So do you when you construct a story, what's your process there? Do you start with the ending because you know how things end and then you go backwards, or do you think in scenes or particular events, or how does it go?
I think right at the beginning, I think of scenes. I think of themes, then I think of scenes.
Okay.
And then I kind of stitch these things together. But having a solid ending and working, I take it I chew it through, beginning to end, back to front, sideways and across, diagonally across, until it works. There's very little pantsing. You know, you get people who, you know, you get pantsers, people who just write. I think Stephen King's a pantser. He just starts at one end and he just keeps writing until the drugs wear out, the drugs run out, and then he stops abruptly. But yeah, I like to for this. I mean, I did my very first graphic novel. I pantsed it basically. I had a very vague idea of how I wanted it to end, and I started at one end, and it was far too long. It worked. I mean, it worked as a story, but I wasn't. You know, it was nerve wracking. I didn't like it much.
Oh yeah. It's really it's good. it's good to find your own method that works for you. There's nothing wrong with pants if that like inspires you. But for some people, structure really works well, and it's really cool to hear that you have the entire story planned out, it's structured out, and the first part is now drawn. Great. So after the campaign is done, then you guys can start printing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's it. As soon as we've got all the next phase figured out with the postage and the
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, there's no more heavy lifting as such left to do.
Yeah. Thank
I think
Ferret. Oh, sorry.
Going forward, so if I understand correctly, the in-demand feature has also changed.
It's completely changed. I don't even know how it works now. So apparently, we can set up like a late pledge, which was in demand before. Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if I want to do that. I'm going to see what happens with the postage situation and take it from there.
Yes.
So yeah.
So this means this campaign is not set to in demand.
It is. I've left the option open to do that, but whether I actually follow through with it, I'll figure it out. My main aim now would be to just give everybody the comics that they paid for, and then worry about that stuff later, and let this be like a dry run of how things. What does Tank say? I really love the art stuff. Very 2080. Yeah. Very big fan of 2080, particularly the first 10 years. Make back Mahon, Brian Bolland, obviously. There's loads of stuff. Very, very dense. It's its own little. The fan base of 2080 is extremely strong in the UK. Not super well known outside, except for the ones who obviously broke out and did great. But there are loads of them that never really made. That my favorite 2080 artists never really made it in the US, which is very strange. But that's how it is sometimes.
Tank Ferret just wonders, second chance campaign on Fund My Comic?
Yes, we're going to do that on Fund My Comic. I still need to, again, it'll be once the postage and all that, because the Fund My Comic is a lot more simple. And I kind of like that. I've run a Fund My Comic campaign before, and it's straightforward, and I love that. And as soon as we get the postage and things figured out with the way, I'll put that up. So because there have been people message me saying like, I don't really want to support Indiegogo. Are you going to do Fund My Comic? So yeah, I'll do that.
All right. Artida says there's a cool down period. You have to reopen the campaign again later, though they were talking about changing that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
It's so many question marks.
Yeah, and there's one more thing that I do that I just remember, which is like take care of the financial side of it, which is like submit the tax return. Yeah, because it is income at the end of the day. So I sort that out, like the formal / financial / tax side of it.
Yeah, tax is a very painful topic of conversation now. So waste all our taxes. Taxes
Yeah,
anyway,
but yeah, it's got to be done. Yeah, otherwise there are penalties. So yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not. It's all like sort of official, business, family business.
It's all about.
Yeah. We should all just decide together that we stop paying taxes. What they're gonna do, everyone at once. Just stop. Mike says the new withholding of the shipping charge is maddening for all.
Yeah, because you don't know, and especially if it's a shipping from abroad. So a lot of people will be going, "It's in the UK. Is the shipping going to be as international?" Everybody knows international shipping is expensive. It's not as expensive from the UK to the US for a lot of people. That's another jump that people have. It's almost like the currency thing. People would have to know this beforehand.
Yeah.
And by that time, you've lost somebody. It's like, it's an international campaign. I don't want to back it because there's going to be loads and loads of shipping.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some of these things make no sense either. It's cheaper for me to send a package from here to Canada than from the United States to Canada.
Yeah, I know. It's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely
It's
crazy.
insane,
Canada-
yeah.
There's something, and I saw that you've commented online for this too. There's a new distributor called Fullbow, and I'm really keenly looking into that at the moment for just distributing things, but print on demand. But not for this campaign because it's too late now, I think.
Right.
But maybe in future, having things printed in the US and distributed from there.
Yeah, that would be
But
great.
it all depends on the quality of the comics at the end of the quality of the printing. But yeah, we're looking into that. So that's probably that's probably where we'll be looking at in future, because everything's been really DIY, getting it printed here, packaging it, shipping it, or
By
doing
hand,
all the
yeah.
it's all which I don't think is probably the most cost effective and practical way of doing that anymore.
So you've never worked with other printers distributors outside the UK before?
No, we're very clandestine, very
A little
Okay,
home
right.
manufacturer.
little closed environment here, basically.
Okay. Well, if your audience is like 70 or 65% from the United States, it's worth looking into, and maybe you could reach out to. I have like good experience with Critical Blast. They print my current trade paperback also. It's going really well. So they do a distribution there.
Is that part print on demand? How does that?
Yeah, they do the printing themselves, as far as I know. So they print the copies they need. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
We're looking. Ooh, new backer. Nice one.
New backer.
Ooh.
A new backer. That's fantastic.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah! Yes! Yes!
Oh, that was awesome.
Fantastic, guys. Thank you so much. 51 minutes to go. All right, guys, last chance. So go back it, go share it, go talk about it. Let's see if we can get some more backers.
And one thing I
stretch.
want to say, like,
Yes.
because everybody who backs it, regardless of, they get a PDF of the comic.
Oh, cool.
I want everybody. I'm very happy for people to share the PDFs to people who might enjoy it, because I don't do web comics or anything like that, and I thought this is like one way of getting people to read, because you don't really know if you're gonna like it until you've actually read it, especially this sort of comic, because it's foreign.
Yeah.
Artistic foreign European
yeah.
comics. You know what I mean?
But it's very unique, guys. It's a really cool concept. The art is phenomenal. It's really professional. So yeah, there's a lot to love here. Hell yeah, says Mike. New backer, says Tank. I like digital comics, says Tank Ferret. So yeah.
Nice and cheap, yeah.
All right, guys. The link is below. Go check it out. Remove. All right.
Excellent.
We're at the end of the show, guys. You have a small hour to go still to do the last bit of promotion for your, and then you can finally relax for a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
It is stressful, isn't it?
It is very stressful. Yes. But you're almost there. You did great. You are 838% funded. That's nuts. That is nuts. All right. Karl, Monika, thank you so much for being my guests today. Right? And congrats with your success.
This is the second time for this campaign, so I really appreciate it.
Yeah. You're the second time for this particular campaign. So good luck with the fulfillment and all of that, right? Okay, and special thanks to the chat, to all you guys watching right now. Thank you so much for showing up, guys. And Yes, and thank you for the questions and the feedback and the interaction and the likes. So if you liked this conversation, give it a like. If you didn't like the conversation, give it a dislike, and I'm very sorry. And I'll be back next week. But guys, I don't have a guest just yet. So if you're watching, you have a campaign going on, you have something you want to showcase, reach out to me, DM me on X or Facebook or wherever, and we will schedule you in for next week. All right, guys, this was the show for today. Have a fantastic Sunday and see you next time. Bye, guys.
Right.